Jose Sanchez. I'm from UISD's Public Relations Department. I'd like to welcome everyone to the official dedication of the Coach Mike G. Medina Fieldhouse at Lyndon B. Johnson High School. Before we begin, please rise for the presentation of colors by the Johnson High School Navy Junior ROTC under the direction of Lieutenant Andrew Rodriguez and Petty Officer First Class Javier Tobias. And the Star Spangled Banner, performed by Johnson High School student Ashley Munoz, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance and Texas Pledge, recited by Student Council President Xochitl Garcia.
Colors. Oh. Left. Face. Present. Colors.
Jose, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose burst stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight? O'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that her flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Colors. Colors. Face. Cut. Right. Face. Forward. March.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence.
You may be seated. All right. At this time, I would like to introduce our board member present. We have District 1 board member, Mr. Gilbert Aguilar. If you would please stand and be recognized. There he is. All right. And we have administrators in charge. Assistant Superintendent of Administration and Policies, Rebecca Morales. And Associate Superintendent of Administration and Operations Services, Mr. Mike Garza. Now I would like to call upon our the district management team to please stand and be recognized. Yes, indeed. And now I'd like to introduce some special guests who have taken time to be with us today. Please stand as I call your names. Former Superintendent Roberto Santos. And we have a rather large group of former, current, former and current coaches and athletes who worked with Coach Medina through the years. If all of you would please stand and be recognized. Yes, thank you. Thank you. And we also have Mr. Tommy Ramirez, who is Assistant Director of Parks and Leisure for the City of Laredo. Please stand and be recognized, sir. There you are. I also want to recognize Coach Leo Mireles, head football coach here at Lyndon B. Johnson High School. All right. And, of course, I would like to recognize Miss Norma Medina, the widow of Coach Mike Medina. If you would please stand and be recognized. Thank you. And now I would like to call upon District 1 Board Member Gilbert Aguilar, who will come up and say a few words. Mr. Aguilar.
Good morning. First of all, I want to thank all the staff and departments that coordinate this event. It's beautiful. It's a good day to do this ceremony. Today is a very special day for not only my coach, mentor, and my friend. It is with absolute joy that today we get to commemorate Coach Mike Medina. He created a legacy to our district and our youth with his dedication and passion for excellence. Every time I pass by my school, I remember the impact Coach had on me. When I brought this idea to the fellow board members, everyone agreed that this was long overdue. I want to thank everybody who support my vision to get this project done. Long live Coach Mike Medina. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Aguilar. Mike Medina was the first head football coach here at Johnson High School. He graduated from Nixon High School in 1982, where he was a crucial part of the Mustangs' defensive line. He went on to play football at Texas Lutheran College. In 1986, he was selected for the NAIA All-American First Team as a defensive tackle. He briefly played in the NFL as a member of the Kansas City Chiefs. He pursued a career in coaching where he was influential in the lives of many. He was very well respected by his students and colleagues, and I think it's an understatement to say that he has been dearly missed. It is now my pleasure to call upon Director of Athletics, Coach Bobby Cruz, to say a few words. Coach Cruz.
I know what everybody's thinking is like that flag's going to fall again. Good morning, everyone. My name is Bobby Cruz, Director of Athletics. Today's a great day for us. We're very proud of this dedication to Coach Medina. It is very long overdue. I will tell you, I will share this with you real quick because I don't want to take anybody's words. Mike was already here in 2007 when I came on board as athletic director. And one of the first things I did was visit him at this field house. It didn't look like this. None of this was out here. And when I first got here, I said, "Hey, I want to talk to you. Let's talk," because my career had been on the north side of town. The first thing he did was, if you know Mike, he said, "Let's go get something to eat." And it was in the summer, and we didn't skip class or cut out. It was in the summer, and so he took me to Paulitas, right on Highway 83. And we were talking, and all he talked about was Lyndon B. Johnson. That's all he talked about. And then when we were done eating, we were in his vehicle, and we started driving south, and I joked with him, and we passed this area, and we just kept going south, and I was like, Coach, are we going to Zapata or what? And he said, he goes, no, Coach, I'm going to show you where my players are from. And I said, and excuse me here, but I said, you know, I go, yeah, Mike, I know. I coached against you guys. We played you guys all the time. And he says, no, Bobby. He goes, you understand where we're from and what we do here, but you don't know. And he took me to Juarez, Lincoln, took me to Salvador Garcia, Rio Bravo, Los Obispos, coming back this way. And when we were done, he said, now I hope you understand, because that this place is special. And I'll never forget that, the difference between knowing and understanding. Mike was humble, he was genuine, he was hardworking, he was a big bear, and I knew him, but I wasn't very close to him, and in that short time, he definitely made an impact on me and made me know and understand Lyndon B. Johnson and its community. And I couldn't be more proud. Gilbert Aguilar, thank you. I know Gilbert brought this to us, and I don't even think he finished with the sentence that what he was thinking. He didn't even finish up a sentence and I was like, do it. We got to do it. So thank you for that vision and for making it happen, Gilbert. With that said, I don't want to take a lot of your time because I would like to introduce somebody that was very close to him, that opened the school with him, was his offensive coordinator, probably your offensive coordinator too, right, Gil? Very special to us, and we'll forgive him for wearing the wrong colors today, but I'd like to, at this point, I'd like to bring up his good friend and offensive coordinator, Coach Carlo Hine.
Good morning, everyone. I left my notes at the chair because they put me on a time limit, and I practiced last night, and I was like, I told Coach this morning, there's no way I can do 3 minutes. I think everybody here who played for him, who coached with him, truly understands why we would need days, months, and years just to tell all the stories and obviously just reflect of the impact he had on all of us. With that being said, I'm going to try to do everybody justice with the words I have here today and some of the stories. Want to obviously thank United ISD, LBJ High School, our superintendents from UISD, our ex-player, so proud of him, what he's done for making this day happen. It has stirred up a lot of emotions. But all of us, obviously, because of this day, has allowed us just to remember, how special our times were with Coach Mike Medina. So thank you, Gilbert Aguilar, and thank you, UISD. With that being said, I'd be remiss to not mention little Mike Medina, who's far from little now. He is here in spirit. He is a true reflection of his dad. He's coaching a district baseball game tonight. He is the head baseball coach at Vanderbilt Industrial High School. He also coaches receivers there. I know when he was thinking about going into coaching, we talked about it, and I said, I can't tell you the smile that your dad has from ear to ear up there in heaven. You're going to do great things. He is doing great things. And he did want me to share a story, seeing that it was fitting that the recognition is going to be here at LBJ High School. As he grew and he started getting a little bigger, Mike started working him out. So he says, I remember following, my dad up and down the field house. And then I remember he started putting me through workouts. And I remember the first time I ever threw up in a workout was LBJ High School, and I looked over at my dad, and he was just with that smirk that he would give people when he says, you know, I'm getting after your butt type thing. And so I was like, well, if I tell that story, I can imagine how many off seasons I've seen the ex-players of that smirk that Coach Medina had when he was getting after our young men and making sure they were prepared for the upcoming season. But he is very thankful as well and very humbled. Lastly, I'll leave you with two things. Is one, it's only fitting that Mike's name, you know, be on a field house, side by side, a football field, because many a day Mike talked about, you know, football is his life. Football has gave him everything. Football gave him his best friends in high school. Football gave him his education in college. Football gave him the opportunity to go to 2 training camps and go toe-to-toe with the best in the NFL. And football gave him his career and obviously his best friends for life and even his best friends at his best men at his wedding. So it's just remarkable to know that I can look up to him today, and all of us can, and say, man, you are by a football field and you're by a weight room just like you need to be. And lastly, for all of you who got to hear one of his pregame speeches or halftime speeches when he would start getting ferocious and like a grizzly bear, and he'd start hunching over like if he was about to play, and he would always clap those hands, and it just seemed that his hands were bigger than everybody in the room, and he always just talked about that we're going to go make it happen. And of course, it was a little higher pitched voice, but today that still reigns. Every day we wake up and we have that responsibility to use what God gave us and make it happen. Thank you for your time.
And of course, I would like to call up the principal of Lyndon B. Johnson High School, Mr. Armando Salazar, to come and say a few words.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Armando Salazar, the proud principal of Lyndon B. Johnson High School. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you. It gives me great pride to know that our field is going to be named after a man who I cannot find a single person who cannot say a single thing that is good about Mr. Mike Medina. I spoke to him briefly. He seemed to be a man of a few words, but always genuine. And it gives me great pleasure to know that our field house is going to be named after a person like him. He influenced a lot of people, and he's always going to be at Lyndon B. Johnson High School, as we are going to dedicate this field house after him. Thank you all for being here this morning.
Thank you, everyone. Our final speaker, and it's just fitting, and she's mad at me. She's mad at me because during this whole process, she requested, she's like, I want to go first. I want to go first. And I was like, yes, ma'am, you're going to go first. And she says, because everybody's going to steal my words, and I don't want to be. And I said, yes, ma'am, you're going to go first. And then I was talking to people organizing this, Ms. Carlson, Mr. Sanchez, and I said, guys, it's only fitting that she goes at the end. It's only fitting. And Susan and her staff said, it's only fitting. She needs to go at the end. And I said, I agree. And I said, who's going to tell her? And I was like, I'll take it. I'll take it. So I'll take the heat. I know she's upset with me, but in all seriousness, it's only fitting that Coach's wife, Mrs. Norma Medina, please come up and say a few words, please.
I know it looks like a lot, but it's not. Good morning, everyone. My name is Norma Lopez Medina, and I'm so thankful for this event. I'm so thankful for this dedication. I thank everybody that is here, my family, everybody else who's in attendance. On behalf of the Lopez Medina family, I would like to express our gratitude to the United Independent School District Board of Trustees, Mr. Armando Salazar, principal at LBJ High School, former student and current UISD board member, Mr. Gilbert Aguilar Jr., and all others who played a vital role in honoring Mike's memory with the dedication of the Lyndon B. Johnson Fieldhouse. This is a true honor for a man whose passion and dedication have touched the lives of many. For those of you who may not have known him, Mike was much more than just a coach. He was a mentor. He was a leader. He was a friend to everyone who knew him. His unwavering commitment to his team went beyond the playing field. He believed in the power of sports to shape character, instill discipline, and foster camaraderie. Every practice and every game was an opportunity for him to teach not only athletic skills, but also life lessons. He taught resilience in the face of defeat, humility in victory, and the importance of teamwork above all else. His influence went beyond wins and losses and resonated in the hearts of his players, guiding them even after they left the field. Beyond his role as a coach, my husband was a beacon of positivity and encouragement. His infectious enthusiasm uplifted those around him and inspiring them to strive for excellence and reach beyond their perceived limitations. Although he may no longer walk these fields, his spirit lives on in the countless lives he touched. May we all continue to cherish the beautiful memories he left behind. I want to thank everyone again for being here and for this wonderful event, a dedication to Mike in his memory.
Thank you, Coach Cruz and Ms. Medina. Yes, of course, of course. And now it is my privilege to ask you all to rise, please, as we go about the official dedication of the Coach Mike G. Medina Fieldhouse. And first, we're going to gift this portrait frame to Miss Medina in honor of Coach Mike Medina. All right, and now for the official unveiling and dedication. All right, now I'd also like to draw everybody's attention to the plaque, this beautiful plaque that that they've had placed on the wall here in honor of Coach Medina. And I'd like to thank everyone for coming out today for this very special dedication and ceremony in honor of Coach Medina. This concludes the ceremony. Please feel free to stick around. We have refreshments for everyone and tours of the field house. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day and a blessed Easter.